Hello everybody. This is the second recording. The first one failed and, well, that was a bummer because kind of some funny stuff happened. Oh. Am I mostly for... Oh, okay. No, that's something different. Say hi to YouTube. Oops. I keep doing that. This is my gamer tag on Steam, joshuaempyre. Oops, I kicked the mic. Sorry if that made any noises. Yeah, come by and add me as a friend. Maybe even bug this guy too. All right. So I'll have to kind of recap what I said in the other video before it just decided not to record. Which is kind of funny because I could have had the time to remember what this game was called, but I didn't. So this game, it's a free game on Steam, but I don't remember what it was called, but it will be in the description below. So anyways, welcome to the Hangout. Yeah, just for anyone who is new, what is it? Deposit? Oh, for anyone who's new on here, what we pretty much do is hang out, talk about the week, talk about whatever's on our mind, and just kind of process the life we're living, the good life, you know, or whatever the life we're living. But yeah, anyways, yeah, just calling it the Hangout, and it's not really focused on necessarily the game that we're going through, but more like, or it's more about just us virtually hanging out over the internets, talking about deep stuff if we ever get there, and yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. So anyway, so to kind of go back to what I was saying, even though no one was there to embrace it. This week was a big week for me. It was my first week of school. And so anybody out there, was it your first week of school? And if it was, or even, I guess, third or second week, how was it? How you guys feeling with what you have? Do you think you'll do all right? Are you excited for any of your subjects or whatnot? Are you in high school? Are you in college? Are you in middle school, elementary school, and whatnot? Yeah, and how was your first day? And if not, if you're maybe starting school in September, are you ready? Are you excited? Are you scared? Angry? School is existing in your life. You know, what are you feeling? This is gonna be a mess. All right, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, so, or if you're not in school at all, how was your day at work or whatever you do? Yeah. So for me, yeah, the school was pretty good. It started off on a little bit of a darker note. Let's see. A friend of mine, or an acquaintance, I have to say, committed suicide. Starting on a darker note, committed suicide a couple weeks ago, like right before the school started, and it really affected a lot of my friends because they were close to him, and yeah, just really difficult going into school like that, and just knowing that a lot of my friends are feeling really burdened about the loss of a friend of ours, or I guess acquaintance, but still. Yeah, so that happened. And I guess I would like to talk about just, you know, if you're ever feeling like that, just talk to somebody, you know. And I don't want to be like typical, because, you know, just talk to somebody, it'll be all right. I'm not gonna give you some, oh my goodness, I am not doing so well, some like weak answer or whatnot to the stuff, because this is really serious. Especially what really makes me mad, and I was ranting about this in my previous video. We live in a culture that pretty much survives off of uselessness. They preach to you pretty much that you are useless, but you still have to find purpose in life. but you still have you still have purpose, but you're useless. So yeah, I mean, you have to ask yourself, like, how can such a double-minded thing exist? I mean, it's so frustrating because this topic is so like so big and kind of deep. I'm not doing so well here, but yeah. So in a world or in our culture, they try to influence our uselessness and yet try to tell us that there's purpose in life. And I just get mad about that. It's like, is there purpose in life or there's not purpose in life? And they often will find themselves saying that there's purpose in life because, you know, friends and family and like, I have nothing against friends and family, but I don't know, it got me thinking. Friends and family and things, they oh man, they are, well, when I was in college this summer, something dawned on me in my ethics class. And we keep trying to find the answer in the people, in the things that are asking the question. And what I mean by that is it just, well, I guess simply, it just doesn't make any sense to try to find the answer in the one asking the question. Oh, I should have done this over here. Like the guy, so sorry, I am kind of jumbled up. So we people wonder if there's a purpose in life, and yet we look to ourselves to find that purpose. So I'm just wondering, doesn't that sound a little odd to you personally? Like, a student asks a teacher a question on a test, or not a test, but on a homework assignment, and then the teacher says, well, ask yourself. Well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Like, the student was asking for a reason. They obviously don't know. And so to, you know, for the student to be looking in themselves for the answer just doesn't make any sense. Ugh, this is just a nasty battle and I'm gonna die. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. And so in the same, like, tone, or same situation, we people... Oh, I'm so gonna die. Yeah, us people, we wonder about the purpose of life, and yet we're going to ourselves to try to find the answer. And I think that we have, like, parts of the answer, but it doesn't, if we're asking the question, it obviously means that whatever the answer is, it isn't within us, it isn't around us, or, well, not around us, like, close around us. That's not a good way to say it. I mean, it sounds weird, but I don't think the purpose solely rests on family, friends, the works, because they're asking the question too. And it just doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. Just doesn't make any sense to put the purpose in them because they themselves don't know the answer. And so if everyone's asking the question and it's like two students that don't know the answer, yet one's asking another student the answer, or what is the answer, and well, the other student doesn't know. Well, where do they get any? They didn't get anywhere. So that's how I see it. That's how I'm just, I guess I should say, seeing the evidence in our world and what it's suggesting to us. And so with that, well, the other thing I would have to wonder is, well, people wonder the purpose in life, and they also question divinity at the same time. It kind of is the same thing. It's like when you were younger, do you remember what it was like when you first had those thoughts, like, is there a purpose to life? What is the purpose? Is there a God? Is there not a God? What is this? My argument is, if nothing were to exist, it would have been impossible to, if something wasn't able to exist, then there would be no there would be no questioning of it, if that makes sense. You would ponder, so like if someone's telling you something, you would ponder the truth, if they're telling a truth or not, because a truth exists. You know, you wouldn't ponder the truth if the truth didn't exist. And so in life, everyone, I mean, you see, this isn't just a couple people in some strange place wondering if there's a purpose and a divine or not, or if there is such a thing or not. It's global and it's historical. It's everywhere. And so with such a powerful thing, you have to assume, well, there has to be such a thing that exists. A truth must exist if everyone ponders a truth existing. Because if a truth didn't exist, no one would ponder a truth at all, you know? That might be kind of hard to understand, but I don't know. Maybe it is simple. I don't know. What do you guys think? So, anyway, my thought was, well, there is a purpose. And if there's a purpose, because it is a natural thought process, or not even just thought process, a pondering of humanity, and the next same question and pondering is divinity, there has to also be a divine being out there. Though, I guess the next question is, what does that mean? And, well, I'll leave that up to you, I guess. You'll probably get what I think. I probably shouldn't shear my sheep, or they will die in the winter. Yeah, you'll probably catch what I think the more I talk, and yeah. Let's see. I had a thought. Let's see here. I don't remember exactly what I was thinking. Oh, that's the next thing. So, assuming that all humans have pondered divinity and purpose, and let's say there is no purpose, and there is no divinity. And, there has to be neither of both or both of both, you know? Just because they're both questions that we desire to look for. They're just kind of natural things that we think about as we grow up. So if we wonder if such things exist, but no things exist, but those don't exist, I have to argue that humanity will have to be the most delusional creature on the face of the earth, because they ponder such an laughable thing. Yeah, delusional. If an old lady is asking you if she can see her daughter, or when she could see her daughter, like if you're a nurse or something in an old home, and she's grabbing your arm and she's like, please, can you see if you can get my daughter here? I want to see her. She lives so and so, such and such. But you know that the daughter passed away, 10 years ago. Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. Hopefully that didn't make a big noise. But you know the daughter passed away. I like to save it on that. What do you consider the old lady then? Well, sadly, she's delusional. She's of old age, and she's starting to forget things, and she's thinking certain things are real, but they're not. Though the daughter was real at one time. But yeah, she's delusional because the daughter doesn't exist. And so, same kind of mindset for us humans. If such a thing doesn't exist, then we are so delusional, you can't even trust yourself. You can't even trust your intuition. You can't trust anything, because your intuition questions a God and a divinity and a purpose. But if there's such a thing, that if those don't exist, then what else is in your nature that is so absurd, that actually will end up, you just can't trust yourself if those things don't exist, because that is your natural inclination to ponder these things. Wow, I'm on a roll right now. But that's what I just have been concluding. It just makes sense to me, I guess. I don't know what you guys think. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. So, tying into, suicide and all that, and I just want to say, if any of you have experienced a close person to you that has fallen to that, I really am sorry that you had to go through that. But at the same time, I give you so many props for still being here and still standing strong, and fighting that sadness of losing somebody. I'm literally just clicking around, hoping something just happens. How far am I into this? Oh, 16 minutes. All right. Maybe I should try it again. Oh, I will just die. Well, maybe I should try this again. So last time I did a match, and as you can see, I'm at 17 first one. I was at 18 the third one, and I was about to fight somebody, but they decided to run away. So that was kind of funny. Or yeah, we never even got to battle. He just gave me the glory or whatever. Wow, this is a pretty heady episode. So yeah, what was I thinking? Oh, you guys out there that have experienced that. I have never experienced that. I guess, like, to a degree. Like, I didn't know this guy, so I knew him, but I wasn't close enough. I didn't have a relationship with him, and so it didn't quite affect me the same way, other than, like, it's sad to know that he's done that. I do feel a little more for the people, like the friends around me who were close to him. I guess that's just because I can see that, I can feel that, I can experience their pain, and it's pretty difficult. See how much longer I have until 3 seconds. Yeah, so I guess back to purpose. There is a purpose to life. I would have to argue there is a purpose, but it has to be also tied into divinity. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but because of what I said before, you can't have one without the other, because they are both natural ponderings of humanity. If there isn't one, there isn't the other. But if there is one, there is the other. But then the next question is, then what? I guess then that's where the next argument is morality. What is good and what is evil? What do you consider good? What do you consider evil? And right there, that says a lot. Anyway, aside from all that fun stuff, I got some toys. So I have my birthday was recently on the 13th, and I was graciously given a Tascam DR100 Mark II for filmmaking, and I just recently bought like a little case for it. Something simple, but it's really exciting. But I'm waiting for like this extended battery pack to come in so I can actually put in, or just make it, because it has all that customized foam. Wow, no one's on. There was a guy before, he just gave up on me. Oh, there we go. Is it the same person? It's the same person. This is hilarious. All right, so maybe this will happen again. Oh man. Oh gosh, we'll see what happens this time. So yeah, I'm waiting for a battery pack so I can put the customized phone and figure all out how to do it. He does it again. Dang it. That's so funny. Oh well. Free money and free ranking, I guess, but I don't get any experience from it. I actually want to get better at fighting, not just you know, claim the victories of smaller people. Ah, 6. Your mom's a 6. What? Anyways. Oh, that means it's over here. What if I... That wouldn't be good. Oh, yeah, so I have that toy. And also, the other toy I want to just be... I'm so excited about. I just love... I guess, whatever. That I just am really excited to share about is... So, I also do some composing stuff. Some music composers stuff. And, East West, a company... a music... Like, the instruments that I would use... they just came out with... a subscription kind of like Adobe for all of their instruments. And it's kind of funny. I hated the Adobe subscription for some reason, but I think it's because I only cared for a couple of the programs. I don't use all of the weird stuff, and so I kind of feel like I'm paying for a lot of things that I really don't care about. But oh well. But for this, like, there's so many of those things I want to try, and only for $30 a month, I'm just thinking, yes, this is the best. And right now I'm trying to make some music. 21 minutes. Some music for an opportunity, and this has exactly what I need. But right now I'm downloading stuff. Some of them are up to 40 gigabytes. It's ridiculous. But yeah, like the guy that does Two Steps from Hell, he Nick Phoenix and Thomas Bergerson are part of some of the things that are some of the music, or they're called VSTs. That's comforting. Yeah, so I'm really excited to dive into them and see what they're like. Yeah, so I guess this will conclude our episode. Yeah, so I'd like to hear about your guys' week, what you guys been up to, how's life, how you guys doing, and I will see you guys in the next video. I guess I'll ask again, like, what time will work best for you, like what time to hang out. Is it like Saturdays? I'm just kind of pumping out videos whenever. This is the second one, so I guess haven't done a lot yet, but yeah, what day would work best for you, especially on a school day, or school, like just the school week, school semester. It just seems like Saturday would work better for uploading, but I'll leave that up to you guys, and I'm eager to hear what you think. All right, here we go.